que hay que hacerlo. Jugar tiki-taki, que hay que hacerlo. Jugar tiki-taki.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about Ronald Koeman's continuity, and the main reason why I did want to show you guys that video is because I want to show everyone here just what type of character Ronald Koeman actually is. For those of you guys who did not understand what Ronald Koeman did say in that short little clip, he basically said, what else are we going to do? Play tiki-taki or tiki-taka? And the reason why I want to call out this phrase is not just about him saying this specific phrase. It's not about him saying tiki-taki or him making fun of this specific style. I'm not here to call out that phrase. I want us to look at the bigger picture of what's actually going on here. But before we go into that topic, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find within the App Store. If you want to look at the latest player stats, team stats, how your team is currently performing during the league or in the Champions League, all of that is going to be compact into one app. And the best thing from all of this is that if you are in the UK, the OneFootball app is going to officially start showing La Liga highlights. So if you do support Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, FC Barcelona, the highlights is going to be there within the OneFootball app. The link is going to be in the description box down below. You would also be able to support this channel. But now let's get back into the video. And so look, what he did say here was after the match between Granada and FC Barcelona, where they have tied 1-1. Let's make that very clear first. So the reason why I do want to bring out this phrase is because of this. Koeman is a coach that is not willing, nor do I believe he is capable to bring that specific style of play to FC Barcelona. He cannot instill that type of identity towards these players. And this was actually considered as the third strike on Koeman, saying that he was just not capable to bring in this style of play with Barcelona since he was hired as coach back on September 2020. He was never capable to do so. And let me give you the first strike. First strike was this. Between Barcelona and Bayern Munich, Barcelona played very defensive. And many people were calling out the way Barcelona were playing because that was not the way that we were supposed to be playing on the field. We looked very scared. We looked reserved. We were not maximized nor wanted to show a game against Bayern Munich, and our image looked extremely bad. Joan Laporta has called this out coming from various reports. Moving on towards the second strike. Against Granada, Ronald Koeman took a very different approach, which was to play offensive, right? Which was an improvement coming from the previous game. Now, many of us were like, okay, fine. Koeman is going to be playing very offensive. Let's see what he can do. But in this game, Barcelona executed a total of 54 crosses in this game, which basically meant that this was the only way and the only answer Ronald Koeman had up against a team like Granada, a team that is not doing well in La Liga. And I remember calling this out in the previous video, but by the time we got into the 36th minute of this game, Granada had a total of 4 chances while FC Barcelona only had 1. How are you going to bring out these type of stats when you had players like De Jong, Memphis, and Coutinho on the field? And then you look at those two games, right? The conclusion is going to be this. Ronald Koeman played 2 different games and came out with no wins. And the fact that you came out with 2 different type of games up against 2 different opponents, that is completely unacceptable. Because right after that, you want to say that, what are we going to do? Play tiki-taki? So not only are you showing that you have no set style of play, right? Because he played very defensive in one game and then he played very offensive in the other and still came out with no wins, but you also refuse to bring out that style that Barcelona are made for. You refuse it. You do not want to bring that type of identity towards Barcelona because you believe that that type of style will not work. You don't defend what Barcelona is. You don't defend this Barcelona badge. And so since the day that he was hired back on September 2020, there hasn't been any progression. There hasn't been no real identity being instilled in this Barcelona club, while at the same time we saw Tuchel bring out a great style of play with Chelsea within a span of 4 to 5 months. And now this is a team where Barcelona do struggle to create. And if you're going to give me the excuse, right, to the fans or to the coach that Barcelona are missing players, no, what we are basically missing in this club is football. Ronald Koeman does not have football inside him. And we can look at his backstory, what teams that he managed before Barcelona and how those teams did play. Many of those clubs really did struggle. And for those of you guys who want to say, but Kevin, tiki-taka doesn't work, like that whole style of play of playing out from the back to making multiple passes and holding possession and creating chances on the right side and the left side in the middle of the pitch, that doesn't work anymore. That happened 7 to 8 to 10 years ago. No, the reason why you believe that it does not work is because it has never been implemented in the past 8 to 10 years correctly. There hasn't been a real coach since Lucho that has been capable to bring in a style of play that Barcelona are known for. That is the reason why you believe that that does not work, is because it was never implemented in the first place. And that is why Barcelona will continue to struggle if they do not change things extremely quickly. And now we are here, right? We have heard reports before that one of the criteria coming from the current Barcelona board is that Ronald Koeman has to stick to one style of play, what Barcelona is made of. And that is why we are sitting here today, that Ronald Koeman's job is in jeopardy, because we are not seeing what we are supposed to be seeing. And so where are we now? What are the recent updates? And it says here, according to Moises Llorens, that Barcelona are starting to look for options who can replace Koeman, but he is still expected to be in charge for the game against Cadiz for the time being. Joan Laporta held a 1-hour-long emergency meeting with his board of directors after the game against Granada, as they are in doubt of Koeman's continuity and suitability with FC Barcelona. And so for those of you guys who are wondering what is taking so long, why hasn't Koeman left this Barcelona club? Well, it's basically coming down to two different things. It's either one, because of the finances, or two, they haven't found a real replacement. But I really do doubt that Barcelona are struggling to find the finances to sack Ronald Koeman and pay him the salary that he does deserve from his contract. I really do believe that Barcelona are capable to do so, which basically means that Barcelona right now, they are struggling to find a replacement. I do believe that that is the biggest problem. And as of now, the recent names that has been talked about in the past 24 hours, it has been Xavi Hernandez, Roberto Martinez, who Jordi Cruyff does want, and there is another one that is considered as a unnamed candidate who has already had a history with this club. I do not know who that may be. Could it be Lucho? Could it be Van Gaal? Who knows? But as of now, there is no answer. But the one thing that I do want to say is this: since we know now that it is clear that Joan Laporta does want to switch out Ronald Koeman and bring in a brand new coach, since that message is very clear coming from the board, and that they are looking for other coaches at this very moment as we're speaking, if we cannot get Luis Enrique because he's tied up with the Spanish national team, if we cannot get Pep Guardiola because he wants to be at Man City until 2023, if we cannot get Ten Hag, who is very committed to the work of Ajax at this very moment, which I do respect, the one answer that I do have in terms of who is going to be that next manager after Koeman, it is going to be Xavi Hernandez. And for those of you guys who want to say in the comment sections that Xavi Hernandez does not want to come to Barcelona, he has denied Barcelona before, and twice actually. Yes, we could say that that is true, but like I have said before, Xavi did not deny Barcelona. Xavi denied Bartomeu. He waited for the right moment. He waited for the correct board members to manage FC Barcelona. As a matter of fact, back on June 2021, which was his most recent statement about taking the job as the manager of Barcelona, this is what he did have to say: "I'm always on the market. The club decided to continue with Koeman and I wish him the best. In these last 4 months, I have not had any contact with Laporta or anyone from the board. I don't know when the moment will arrive, but for me, it would be a dream to return to Barcelona one day. I'm not in a rush, honestly, but I hope it happens. I understand people may think I am not ready, but I want to make it clear that I am ready. I know the club, the environment. I am coaching at a professional level, not kids. I feel very well prepared." People criticized Pep Guardiola and Zinedine Zidane before they took charge at Barcelona and Real Madrid, but Koeman's the coach right now, and you have to respect that. I don't want there to be a permanent debate about that. And just looking at this quote coming from Xavi Hernandez, he addressed so many things by saying that he is more than ready to coach FC Barcelona because he knows this club. If we were to get any other coach that was young and or was inexperienced, but he played for Arsenal or Liverpool or Inter Milan or Lazio or any other random club out there in Europe, then yes, we could have that conversation that that coach has inexperience, that coach would not be ready to coach FC Barcelona. But Xavi is ready. Xavi is the man to take charge of Barcelona. He is the reason why Barcelona were so successful between the years of 2008 and 2012, why the Spanish national team was so successful between the years of 2008 and 2012. This man was the brain of it all, and he completely understands it. Xavi Hernandez right now is calling to be hired. He wants to come into this club, and there may be some backlash. Many might say, but Kevin, Xavi Hernandez is an ambassador with the Qatar League, and he does want to promote something regarding the World Cup of 2022. But like we have discussed before, look, that is a very good argument. I understand that, but there is an agreement between all parties. Al Sadd, Xavi, and Barcelona all know that if Barcelona do come calling for Xavi Hernandez would be more than willing to leave Al Sadd and go to Barcelona immediately. He will come in within the next 12 hours. He will not hesitate at all. And then there might be other excuses, right? Like many might say, but Kevin, Xavi Hernandez is not going to come into this mess. But what mess? Like what mess are you talking about? Because the only mess that we are seeing right now, it is Koeman. And look, I am not a man to say that Koeman should be fired, that this person needs to be sacked, that this person needs to go and transfer to a different club. I'm not that person to say all of these type of things, right? I don't want to become that person that's always very frustrated and mad about certain topics, but these things just have to be discussed. It's very important. It's important for the future of FC Barcelona because we have had enough. We have seen a full year of no progression. And if Xavi were to come into this club tomorrow, he would get the best and maximize all of the players that we do have. Ricky Puig, Nico, Xavi, De Jong, Pedri, Memphis, Dembele, Ansu Fati. There is so much quality in this squad that I truly believe that if these players can be 100% maximized, we could be one of the best clubs in the world. Now, being UCL competitors and actually winning the Champions League, that is going to be a completely different conversation. I'm not going to put myself in that situation yet, but I do think that we will greatly improve our football 100%. And that is it, right? Joan Laporta does have a clear plan. He has made it very public on Instagram and on Twitter by stating, and I quote, "Thank you for supporting our team. I ask you to continue doing it. We know what needs to be done to solve this situation." Basically hinting that the continuity of Ronald Koeman is going to be cut short. And so whatever does happen within these next few days, we are going to be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. That is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.